everybody, and welcome back to the Ferret Business with the Philbin files. So I finally made a decent mob spawner here. I still have to do something about the mob essence because that's building up. But one of the things I've learned with this is, well, the blazes seem to spawn even with the lights on. I'm going to see if it would do it here in a second. Maybe it's random. See, it's like it's getting ready. Almost. Anyway, I had to set this up because I needed blaze rods, which I'm now getting blaze rods and a few other things, including these things here, which are going to be disenchanted. In fact, I'll go ahead and grab some of those because I need 2 more. Yeah, see, there we go. So no matter how much light there is, so I can't ever make this nice and safe. I can keep Endermen from showing up though, because as soon as I turn off the light, pop, there they go. So, partially safe mob grinder thing, I guess. One more. Come on, I need one more. You can give me one. You can do it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to let that go. I did a little thing there to try and make it... and is that's just loud. Turn that down a little bit. I made a little thing here to try and keep some of the light out from back here because that's where it's at, since I can't put it in the compact machine like I wanted to, which is a bummer. Let's see how this is doing. Yep. Okay. Do. Oh, somebody's shooting at me. Oh. Yeah, and I think a few of them have escaped my little... Luckily they die pretty easily. I may have to do something about that if that becomes a problem. We'll see. This is the back of the mob grinder here. What is... Oh, I don't have my my ring on. That's why. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's do that. Let's clean some of this stuff out. Now, I needed the blaze rods because I need 2 ender chests. I don't want these, which look like that. I want this, so I can set the colors and sort of the network. Oh, am I missing? Oh, an actual chest. Figures. Let's grab some of that. No, wait, that's treated. I can't use treated. You can go back. Dark oak. Okay, so we have this over here. No, wait, I need 2. What am I doing? I need 2. Alright. In you go. 1. Oh. Try that again. Alright. So what am I going to do with these guys? Well, I'm going to use this as part of my system for my disenchanter here. Now, the disenchanter needs books. So I'm going to pull books out of my AE system. So I've got import bus, export bus, some cables, a book for the example. I'm going to need power, and I'm going to need item ducts. So first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to take one of these guys and dump it, let's say here. I am dumb sometimes. Dump it there, and we'll leave that as white for now. And then we're going to dump in these things. Any of these random enchanted sort by number of items. Perfect. We can go down here and find these enchanted things. Okay. I just need a few for examples at the moment. And I'm doing this because I can't quite figure out how to get these things through the AE system with the import-export buses appropriately yet. But we'll figure it out. Now, I could set this up and have cables and wires going everywhere, kind of like I've got here. But I think because it's only got the one input and everything is going to output to here anyway, we're going to go ahead and put it in here. And I have an extra special little plan here. So let me show you what we've got so far. I started fleshing out what the storage arrangements are going to look like, and I need more of the storage buses to fill that out. Each stretch of these cables can handle 8 channels. Each one of these uses 1 channel, so I need 8 of these, which leaves 1 block left over, 1 space left over there. And I'm doing the same thing going this way, and that's fine. And then there's going to be another row there, so there's going to be a total of 32 of those things, and maybe I'll put another 32 over there or something like that. And then hop, hop, hop. I put, let's go here and back up a little bit. Over here, I've got power coming in, and then I ran this cable up here, and I will probably change this cable for smart cable just to kind of keep things going. And so my plan originally was that I could set up some stuff in this area. So I could set a machine up here, and then it would get power, and then I would connect import buses and export buses. And I decided, get back over here so I can see what I'm showing you. That gets messy because then I still have to put this guy here with an item duct to push things into it, and then I need 2 connections, and it starts getting messy. And so then I wondered, what if I can clean this up in some crazy way? Like perhaps I can use this guy. It's a compact machine inside a compact machine. Now, what do we think of that? I think it's going to work pretty well. First thing we have to do is we have to come here, and how do I get that cable? Maybe I have to go inside to get the cable. So I tested this in my my little test world just to make sure I wasn't going to blow up the world. So first we set this to auto, and then we set that to there, and we know that down there is our power. So we can bring power up. We need to set that to auto. And so 1 input, well, 2 inputs really, power and power and the AE system. Man, am I just having trouble talking today. So what we can do now is we have a system here, and I can probably put more systems in here too if they're one-dimensional like this. Don't need the sword because mobs never spawn in here, as we've learned. So I can put power there, and it's not going to get power until I actually get out of here because the other world where I'm getting power has unloaded, but not a big deal. Okay, so now I can take import, export, and I can do, let's see, it doesn't really matter as near as I can tell. Just have to, there we go. And then I can twink, twink. There's that. And then we can take our dude here, which will have all of those things already in it. And then we take, where are you at? There you are. what was that one? Storage bus, another storage bus. Okay, I can take that and put that there, and then I can use this to push things in. Disabled. Now the export bus, so these buses are from the frame of reference of the AE system. So this export bus is exporting out of the AE system into there. Another trick that I like to use when I'm forgetting things like that is if I look at the bus itself, it's like an arrow pointing into the device and an arrow pointing out of the device. So pointing out of the device, we don't care what comes out. Pointing into the device, we want books. We set it to repeat, and then books will start to show up here automatically. So let's get out of here for a second, let everything charge up, and it'll start working. We're back here, and so we should see these things are disappearing, getting chunked into the system, and what's going to come out are books. Okay, so the books are going down 20, so I don't have a stack upgrade or anything forcing it to load more, which is fine. And what we'll eventually see is enchanted books popping back out here. We can just verify that. We go in, now that everything's kind of charged up and working, and then I can go, I need one of those library ladders that I can swing around wherever I want. Yeah, go there. So now we can see this guy is doing the work. Probably not getting enough power because I'm using leadstone. I think I'm going to bump that up to hardened maybe, but it's working. Slowly but surely. Let's take this storage bus while we're here and put you, yeah. What's going to go in here? Oh, hey. Network Apprentice. Okay. Alright. What do I want in here? I need... don't really need... something that has a lot of stuff. Well, let's just do wood. Let's just do this wood for now. Nope. Not what I'm looking for. And then lock it. Okay. So yeah, eventually this will have all sorts of stuff. Maybe I need to like designate one row for ores and one row for metals. That's what I should do, is metals or something instead of wood. I'll redo those later. But anyway, blink back out here. And then if we go books. Okay, so it's loaded all those books. I probably need to make some more. Yep. A bunch of those. Bunch of those. Right, and those will load up. So, oh, I can toss that one in there too. And let's see, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Clean out my inventory. I was using this to see where the mob grinder there was going to work. Clean all this out. Yeah, go ahead and put that in there. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's, I thought was really going to be pretty cool. How are we doing here? I can take that, I can take that. Oh. I hear an android somewhere. Yep, so it's going to take a little while. Maybe I need to look at upgrading all of this to... yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But I think this is going to be pretty cool, where I have just lines of these compact machines. This one here's, and I learned I can label these with I can put them in an anvil, and for 5 levels I can give them each a name. I have no levels? I just noticed I have no levels. Interesting. So anyway, I could have some going along here, some going along there, and this here should now be using, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5, 6, okay. So it's using these 4 plus 2 more in there. That's pretty cool. So I could just chunk them along and have all of my sort of one-use item things in a bunch of those things. What happened to all my levels? I mean, I even just killed some things over there. That's weird. Okay, anyway, let's see how we're doing here. Be okay? Yep, so there's Enchanted Book. And now in order to keep this clear, what I'm going to do for now is just manually stuff them in here. So I've got Protection 1, Sharpness, Silk Touch. That's not really a magical book, but it's one of those like poem book things. So let's see. So I want hardened flux duck. So that's Invar. I'm going to have to go get some Invar. And redstone. So let's just see how, yep, Invar. I need Invar. It means I haven't come over here and gotten it out of this stuff yet. Do 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 do. I do need to move all of this stuff here. All of that stuff that needs to be turned into books. Invar. Invar? You're Invar. Yeah, let's just grab a bunch of this. Don't need that one for now. I'll move those guys over. Yep. Nope, how are we doing here? 71, mature. I'll take that. And put one back. You know what? I've got my magnet on. Let's just do this. There's a bunch there. Okay. So this is going to be Invar there. And we can put broken spawners. Okay. And now we can take... Yeah, I definitely need to get it more power if I expect that to go at a reasonable speed. These empty syringes, I don't know if I really want to do anything with those. Alright, let's put these over here for now. Quite sure what I'm going to do with all of that. Ooh, that's got a nice value on it. I could sell that. Alright. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yep, probably don't need these yet either. Alright, let's see how many we can get here. Ah, okay, so I need to start replacing. Let's go ahead and just grab a bunch of this stuff. Of course, I also have to do it on the inside there as well. Yep, so all of this sort of single-use sort of stuff, hardened flux duck, okay, is, oh, come on. No, I did not want you. There should have been... What the heck happened there? I don't know. Alright, go make some more of this stuff. Oh, no power. Lovely. Dorked myself there, didn't I? Alright, I need to do this slightly smarter, because I'm an idiot. Alright. Down. Power. Alright, well, we gotta fill this out so I can use my AE system to make more. Alright. Hardened flux duct. I can get 9 more. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That one. Eventually, I need to make something to give me a bunch of the redstone, because that's really what's gonna make a difference here. 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's really not going anywhere, is it? Okay. That one. 14. Yeah, all this to make my book stuff go faster. Alright. Be okay. Yeah, there's another one. Yep. I'm just like super happy that this thing even works like this without blowing up the world. Okay, I have 14 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. No, I'm not good at the parkour. Uh, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2. Ah, there is one still hiding there. Alright. And we got to get all the way up to there. Okay. Almost done. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. 15 more. Let's do the ones inside there real quick. Uh-oh, I wasn't close enough. Alright. Let's get closer. Think. Okay. So now this one here. Have a slightly better chance of keeping up with the power. Go back out one. Set it up. And then hardened. Alright, so that should make that whole setup just run a little better. Alright, and then we can get back out. We can kind of call that done for now. I need to give power back to the grinder there, like so. I'll clean this up. Mostly, I'm going to clean this up by moving these machines to something more more compact, like I just did with the mob grinder there. Yep. Yeah, what are we doing here? It's filling up nicely. Treasure bag. Let's see what's in the treasure bag. Gold coins. What use do these things have? Extreme shapeless crafting for Botania sparks. Oh, okay. Trans capacitors, IC chips, Project Red, Ender IO. Okay, so they have GoldenEye. Ooh, wonder what you use a GoldenEye for. Grain control. Inverted white lanterns. White lantern. Lots of lanterns and lights and stuff. Okay, well, sure. Knowledge fragment from Thaumcraft. These are... Okay, so now we've got that done. And... Oh, we got books now. Okay, so eventually I'll have a whole lot of books, but these have decent value, so the ones I don't want I can sell through this system again. That's really kind of all I wanted to show with this episode. I really thought that this here is a cool idea where I can have a room inside a room. And I'm not sure how many layers. I'm going to go in my test world and test that out, but I could have rooms inside of rooms inside of rooms, and eventually my entire base would be this. Might be kind of boring. It's not exactly the most beautiful spot in the world, but it will be compact. So at the very least, all of my machinery, all of my sort of random one-off stuff will go in there. I'll have like a smelter to take in the dust from the grinding. I'll have a grinder to grind all the ores and things like that. So that's really kind of about it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Philbin Files. Take care. Bye-bye.